Belly Laugh, written by Ivor Jorgensen in 1953. Me, I'm looking for my outfit. Cut off in that Holland tunnel attack. Might ever sit down with you guys for a while. Thanks. Coffee? Damn. This is heaven. Ain't seen a cup of coffee in a year. What? You said it. This sure is hell of a war. Tough on the guy's feet. Yeah, that's right. Holland tunnel skirmish, where the Ruskies used the new gun. Ugh, God. It was awful. Guys popping off all around a guy, and him not knowing why. No sense to it. No noise. No wound. Just popping off. That's the trouble with this war. It won't settle down to a routine. Always something new. What the hell chance has a guy got to figure things out? And I'll tell you, them Ruskies are coming up with the new weapons just as fast as we are. Enough to make your hair stand on end. Sugar. Christ, yes. Ain't seen sugar for a year. You see, it's like this. We were bottled up in the pits around the tunnel for 7 damn days. It was like nothing you ever saw before. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to splash you. I was laughing about something that happened there to a guy. Maybe you guys would get a kick out of it, or after all, we gotta keep our sense of humor. You see, there was me and Kentucky kid named Stillwell in this pit. Pretty big pit with lots of room, and we were all alone. This Stillwell was a nice kid. Green and lonesome, and it's pretty sad, really. But there's a yak in it, and, as I said, I've got to keep a sense of humor. Well, this Stillwell, a really green kid, is unhappy and just plain drooling for his gal back home. He talks about his mother, of course, and his old man, but it's the girl that really is on his mind, as you guys completely understand. He's seeing her every place, like spots in front of his eyes. Nice spots doing things to him when the Rusky babe shows up. My gun came up without any orders from me, just as she poked her nose over the edge of the pit. And, oh, thank you kindly. It should taste good, but I don't want to short you guys. Thank you kindly. Well, as I was saying, the Rusky babe pokes her nose over the edge of the pit, and Stillwell dives and knocks down my gun. He says, "You son of a bitch!" Just like that. Wild and desperate, like you'd say to a guy if the guy was just kicking over the last jug of water on a desert island. It would have been long enough for her to kill us if I hadn't had good reflexes. Even then, all I had time to do was knock the pistol down out of her hand and drag her into the pit. With her play bollocksed, she was confused and bewildered. She ain't a fighter, and she sits back against the wall staring at us deadpan with big expressionless eyes. She's plenty pretty babe, and I could see exactly what had happened as far as Stillwell was concerned. His spots had come to life in a very adequate form, so to speak. Stillwell goes over and sits down beside her, and I'm very much on alert because I know where his courage comes from. But I decide it's all right because I see the babe is not belligerent, just confused kind of, and friendly. And willing. Kind of a whipped little dog willing. Oh man. She was sure what Stillwell needed. They kind of went together like a hand and a glove, natural-like, and it followed. Pretty natural that when Stillwell got up and led her around the wing of the pit, out of sight, she went willing, like that same little dog. No, you guys, two's enough. I wouldn't rob you. Well, okay, and thanks kindly. Well, there I was, all alone, but happy for Stillwell, because I know it's what the kid needs, and in spots like that, what difference does it make? Yank, Rusky, Mongolian, as long as she's willing. Then, you guys, Stillwell comes out, wall-eyed, real wall-eyed, like being hit and knocked out and still walking. I know what it is, some kind of shock. I get up and walk over and take a look at the babe where he'd left her, and I bust out laughing. I told you guys there was a yak in this. I laughed like a fool. It was that funny. As much as I had time to, before Stillwell cracked, and was enough to crack him, the little thing that pushed the guy over the edge. He lets out a yell and screams, For Christ's sake, nothing but a bucket of bolts, nothing but a couple of plastic lumps. That is when I hit him. I had to. He was for the birds, Stillwell was. An hour later, we got relieved, and a couple medicos carried him away strapped to a stretcher, gone like a kite. They took the robot, too, and its clothes. They forgot the brassiere, so I took it, and I've been carrying it ever since. But I'll leave it with you guys if you want, for the coffee. Might make you think about home, after all. Like man says, we gotta keep our sense of humor. Well, So long, you guys, and thanks. End of story. I'd quickly like to thank the T5 peeps: Cold War Boomerwaffen, Severin Cerberus, Bushmaster 177, Henry the Red, Caspar Arnholtz, Cold War Boomerwaffen, Elijah Silvercross, Dragzoon WRE, and Severin Cerberus. Thank you very much.